What's up, guys? On this week's show,
Hellboy.
Men in Black International.
And not my Genie?
Plus,
Ask Us Anything.
All that and more on this episode
of One Giant Leap for Geeks.
That's one small step for man, one giant leap for
Geeks. Welcome to another episode of OGLFG, where we talk about movies, video games, and all things in geek culture. I'm your host, Mike C. Squared, and with me is my co-host, DJ Melly Mel.
Hey!
Now, before we get started, I want to let you know, if you enjoy the show, I want you to tell all your friends about me. No, share us on your, tell your friends about us, share us on your social media, whatever you choose to do, you are helping us let others know about the best damn podcast they've probably never heard of. Now, as to where you can find the show, we are on Twitter at Giant Leap, the number 4 Geeks, and if you want to get a hold of DJ Melly Mel, she is at Froggy Beaver on Twitter, and also if you want to talk to Benoit, he is at Benoit Gaming, that is BENWAH Gaming, and that is also on Twitter. Now, this week is kind of special.
I think so.
Yep. It is. Now, by the time you hear this, it will be after Christmas.
Yes.
But this is our Christmas extravaganza, ho-ho-hos, and all that shit, yeah.
It's just killing you to say that, isn't it?
Yes, actually, yes. And not only that, but it's also our official 50th episode. We turned 50.
We hit
We're
silver.
over the hill. Yeah,
we hit
right.
silver.
Right, silver fox in this bitch. No, technically, if we hadn't have missed a couple weeks ago, and if we counted episode 0, this would be episode 52. This would be our
whole
full year.
Oh my God.
I know. I was telling Amber earlier, I was like, I can't believe I've been doing this for a year now. It doesn't feel like it's been that long. But as I think back on it, it does at the same time, because it's been a road to get here for sure.
I think we're doing well, though.
Yeah.
You know?
And we're gonna pat ourselves on the back and gloat a little bit later. But first, what you been doing?
Well, good news, ear infection's gone. Yay. Bad news, the sinuses are draining now, so...
Yeah, no, it just goes from one cavity to the next.
Yeah. So I was pleased that I can hear again. However, not breathing is now an option.
Yeah, that is unfortunate, yeah.
Can't see the doctor till the new year, so that's exciting. Look at there. Other than that, I've been attempting to survive at work without punching people in the face. This seems to be a recurring thought for me.
I was going to say, yeah. I think, I'm going to make a montage of all the times you talked about when to hit somebody at work.
It might be time for a new job.
Right. Well, it's I've talked to Amber about this a bunch of times. It's like, no matter where you go, there's always going to be, you're always going to want to hit somebody. So, I've never had a job where I didn't want to punch somebody at some point. So,
I'm glad to know I'm not alone.
No, it's not just you. No.
Let's see. I finished up my Christmas presents that we had one more to get, and we got that. T-Money's actually at home wrapping it as we speak.
T-Money!
So that's cool. And preparing for 2 days with my family.
Nice.
Because we are going tomorrow, Christmas Eve.
Sure.
And then spending the night at my mother's house. And then eating breakfast with my mom.
Nice.
So we have a whole 24 hours.
Oh, you gonna be ready to leave.
They show the 24 hours of the Christmas story. It's gonna be 24 hours at DJ Melly Mel's family. Sounds good to me.
She's like, I'm gonna shoot my own eye out on purpose. End this pain, Lord. Please put me out of my misery.
I'm actually excited. My mom's got a lot going on.
Yeah, it's always good to see
we
family.
got like ugly sweater parties and
reindeer
games and lots of lights, and I can see the joy leaving your face as I talk. You're like, all right, no.
Right. Hello, darkness, my old friend. It was funny too, because when you said reindeer games, I was like, oh, Ben Affleck's gonna be there.
Shit, I wish.
Like, no, he don't need to be around. No alcohol, none of that shit.
There won't be any alcohol. That's gonna be the fun part.
Oh,
My family's not drinkers.
I'll say take the edge off a little bit. That's the one thing about like the holidays when you get to be around a bunch of people that you don't really want to be around. It's like, hey, everybody loves their family, but they get old quickly.
Yeah.
And, at least you can be like, well, I can kind of take the edge off a little bit.
I might sneak
go in the
in
bathroom and do a couple shots real quick.
Sneak in some spiked eggnog or do
Right.
some candy cane jello shots or something.
No. Speaking of which, I don't even understand why people call it spiked eggnog. It's not eggnog, but there's not alcohol in it, all right? I don't know why.
I've never had eggnog with alcohol.
But see, that's the thing. I don't get people who drink it without it. I'm like, why would
good.
you ever drink?
Okay, Mr. Grinch. What have you been doing this week?
Okay, well, for me, same thing. I work retail, so, holiday shoppers and all that bullshit. But the fun story that I do have.
Ho, ho, ho and stuff.
Yeah, from this week is... So last night I had to do some last minute, type some last minute loose ends for Amber's Christmas present, and I had to go get tissue paper.
Okay.
Okay. You know what that is.
Yeah.
Okay. Apparently the clerk at the dollar store did not know what this was. I literally went in there and I'm like, hey, where's your tissue paper? And he's like, oh, okay. He was like, let me show you down here. This motherfucker took me down to toilet paper and like paper towel and shit, and I'm like, no, I mean like tissue paper for like wrapping presents. He then proceeds to take me to the wrapping paper, and I'm like, okay, look, man, I'm like, the stuff that you put inside bags and stuff so they can't immediately see what's in the bag and they have to pull the tissue paper out. And he's like, oh, hold on, I'll be right back. He had to go get someone else to show me where the tissue paper was. And then the girl, she's like, I'm like, I just need some tissue paper. I'm like, it's not that big a deal. I just need something to put into the bag, right? So it's not just a big empty bag.
Right.
And she's like, oh, we have this holiday themed one here, and this one has snowflakes on it. I was like, bitch, I just need some tissue paper, all right? I don't need it to say Merry Christmas and all that shit. It could have just been white for all I gave a shit. I just needed something to put in there. No one gives a shit about what the tissue paper looks like. They just throw the shit away anyway, or they turn around and re-gift it to someone else. So I'm like, it doesn't need to be this elaborate thing. I'm like, I just need tissue paper. So the first one I saw, I was like, this is good. I'm good. And she's like, well, do you want to see? No, I don't care.
No, this is what I was looking for. Here you go.
And I was just like, so my girlfriend... present was almost going to be stuffed with fucking Kleenex. Leave this dumb son of a bitch, because I'm just like, how do you not know what tissue paper is?
You said tissue paper, and I immediately knew what you were talking about.
Because Kleenex is facial tissue.
Right.
Okay. I'm like, toilet paper is for your ass.
Toilet tissue.
Right. And I'm like, and paper towels is totally something else. So when I say tissue paper, I assume, but I guess it's just, he was a little bit younger than me. So maybe it's because I'm getting old, because I had this whole thing where we went to a restaurant one time and we had a younger waitress, and I told her, we're not going to finish this. Can I get a doggy bag? And she looked at me like I said something in fucking Egyptian shit. I was just like,
oh my God.
A doggy bag? And she's like, what
A
do you
to-go
mean?
container?
I'm like, carry out. And she's like, oh, yeah. And I'm like, is that like a lost word or something?
I
Do
think
people not
it
know
is.
what doggy bags
I think
are?
it is. I feel old now.
I was
because
just like, Jesus Christ.
Yeah. I feel very old now.
I guess so.
I thought I felt old this morning when I looked at Facebook, and there's a coffee table, and it looks like a cassette tape.
Oh, yeah.
And it says vintage table. I'm used to that being called vintage.
Sure.
But I thought it was cool looking. You
Yeah.
know, they had carved it all out of wood, and they had the little circles for the
For
cup
knobs
holders.
and
Yeah,
shit,
yeah.
yeah. Mhm.
So I was all excited. I was like, that's awesome. You know, if I had extra space, I would definitely put one of them in my
You
house.
don't need no more goddamn furniture.
Right, that's funny. That's what T Money says.
Like, none.
And somebody had the first 3 comments was, "What is that supposed to be?" Yep. And that was it. I was like, "Are you what?"
Oh, no.
I said it's a cassette tape in the shape of, or a table in the shape of a cassette tape.
It's like, the thing that Star-Lord uses in Guardians of the Galaxy? Those are cassette tapes.
Yeah, no, they
You like the guns? No, never mind.
just go away. Just get out.
Jesus. So, yeah, that's what we've been doing this
So
week.
we've been getting old, apparently.
Yeah, this week, we have felt ageism at its finest, I guess.
Yeah.
But anyway, moving on. One of the first two trailers that we got this week is for a movie that has been kind of like in development hell for quite a while. There was a bit where they had been talking about making a sequel to it, and then that kind of fell to the wayside, and then they said they were going to reboot it, and then we didn't hear anything about it for a while, but we finally have our first look at the new Hellboy. And I am more and more loving David Harbour, the actor who's playing Hellboy this time, as an actor, because between Stranger Things and them fucking Tide commercials, I am literally falling in love with this dude because I think he's so funny, and he's a really good character actor too. He's grown on me quite a bit, and I am enjoying his take on Hellboy. I really liked what Ron Perlman did when he was Hellboy.
Oh, for sure.
But I kind of like this new take on the character. Like, he seems like he's going to be still that kind of snarky asshole-ish, thing, but it's a little bit more comedic a little bit. I feel like the whole trailer was trying to say, like, hey, this is going to be, like, we know this whole thing is stupid, but, we're going to have fun with it. Yeah.
Might as well.
Kind of like with the Guardians. Like, the whole concept is dumb, but it's like, hey, if we can make fun of ourselves, then you'll go with it,
Right. Goes back to that thing that you said a while back, if you intentionally make something that is going to be bad, then you can appreciate it more.
Yeah.
As opposed to when you say, oh no, this is going to be great, and then it turns out to be shit.
Yeah, when you try to take it too seriously, then you start to realize, like, yeah, this is really dumb.
Right.
That's kind of what my problem was with Venom. I'm like, if it wouldn't have took itself so seriously, I could have let a lot of that shit go.
Right.
But it was all like, no, this is... Never mind. I do like what I'm seeing so far. It looks a lot more fun and bombastic than the original Hellboy movies are. They were all comedic to a degree, but I like how crazy it looks. I mean, there's like giant monsters cutting people in half.
I thought that was cool.
And some big troll thing with a hammer knocking motherfuckers all over the place and shit. And I was like, oh, okay. Like, this will be fun. This will be fun. Because the other Hellboy movies...
They kind of got serious.
Yeah, they kind of had that problem of taking themselves too seriously.
The first one was decent.
Yeah.
And then by the second one, it kind of...
I didn't like Hellboy 2 at all.
Yeah, I was like, what the hell?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Like,
even though they did have a big giant monster in Hellboy 2, it
didn't redeem it.
No. It was all like, oh, the elf lord, and we'll kill the human. I'm like, okay, shut the fuck up.
I'm excited for this one, though. I think that this is... well directed from what we can tell.
What we've seen so far. Yeah.
We haven't seen much, but from what we can tell, I think it's well directed.
I agree with that.
So I kind of, I don't know, was this going to be a theater one, you think? Or
sure, I mean, for the show, for sure, but I think maybe, and I know that somebody's going to hear this and be like, oh, I can't believe you compare it to that. But I think that this could be maybe another Deadpool-ish movie.
Okay.
And as so far as in the respect of that it's going to be funny, fun, and bloody. Because there was a few shots in there where, like I said, when the monster, they throw some person in the air and you see him cut him in half.
Yeah.
And Hellboy blows some dude's fucking brains out and you see it on the screen. So I was like, okay. I'm like, they're not going to shy away from it being like R-rated or something.
Right.
So, which, Venom was supposed to be like that. Anyway, I'm going to stop ragging on Venom.
Oh my God.
Venom is going to be like our new 89 Batman. We're going to somehow tie everything back to that.
Yeah.
Unfortunately.
What?
Oh, well.
No.
I do still have an issue with Hellboy's arm, though.
Yeah.
Because I'm even though they did the same thing in the original one, it still just looks like a big prosthetic. And it just makes it look fakey.
You'd think with all of our CG technology,
Thank you.
they could have...
Now, to be fair, I'm going to have a pro and con argument against this. So, for example, Deadpool 2. We had Cable. He had his metal arm. It was CG. You know, he wore like a green sleeve and they just CG'd all the metal on him.
Right.
But in the MCU, the Winter Soldier also has a metal arm, but his is like kind of a mix between a prosthetic and CG.
Right.
But it's not this big, giant, oversized hand type shit like Hellboy's is. So with him, it's like, why do you keep trying to make that a physical thing? Because he can't flex it like a normal hand and pick up shit and stuff like that. So it's just like, just make it CG and just, make it look big and shit and, CG.
Yeah, just give him a swollen hand.
Exactly. It's like, why do we keep trying to put this big dumb thing? Because it don't look right, and it's just always kind of limply hanging there, and he never uses it.
I'm
for
sure
anything.
he has no control over it. The actor.
Yeah, because it's like he can't use it.
Yeah,
you know?
you can't. It's not an Iron Man.
Exactly, glove or
can't,
some shit.
like,
Yeah,
move it.
So yeah, the only thing he can ever do is maybe point or like
smash,
make a fist. You know, so it's just like just make it CG.
You know, the Hulk does more with his hands than
Thank you. Right,
Like-
big ass Hulk hands.
something.
But I mean, that aside, the thing that got me the most excited about it was the very end of the trailer when we see like King Hellboy when he comes out with the flaming sword and the horns and shit. And I was like, that is dope. That is dope as shit. I think they did that once in the first Hellboy towards the end when they're like trying to make him open the portal to some shit.
Yeah.
And the horns come out because they're like sawed off for the most part, but they finally grow back. But no, that shot with the sword and he had like the flaming crown above him. I was
that
like,
was awesome.
It was like a crown and a halo at the same time. It was really cool. I was like, okay, more of that, less of everything else. Like I want to see that.
Pretty much.
for sure.
That's how I felt.
But yeah, I mean, you know, I'm willing to give it a shot. Like I said, I really like David Harbour, and I like what I'm seeing from the movie so far, so I am excited for it.
Definitely something to keep our eyes on.
Yeah, for sure.
Because, I don't know. When I first heard about it
Coming
surfacing,
back. Yeah.
I'm like,
again?
the movie wasn't that great the first time, and then they made sequels, and
Yeah, no. Though I did really enjoy the part where he first comes out of the truck and the cop shoots at him. He's like, "What the fuck?"
yeah.
He's like, I'm sorry. It was a big ass demon got out the back. I'm sorry, man. I know you're one of the good guys, but
Just a
have
reaction.
yeah, like, have you not noticed how you appear to other people? Like, Jesus Christ, you're a big ass devil.
Right.
But anyway, moving on. Did you see the new trailer for Thor Ragnarok 2? I'm sorry. I mean, Men in Black International. And I only say that because they got Tessa Thompson and Chris Hemsworth back together. And not only that, but they literally put a Thor joke at the end of the trailer. Like when he's fighting the alien and he picks up that little hammer and he throws it and the thing catches it. And he's like, that's an incredible catch. And it's just like, he even throws it like Thor would throw it. Like, he like
does.
throws it like that and shit. And it was just like, oh, God. Like, we get it. Chris Hemsworth is known for being Thor. He's been in other movies. Like, you don't have to make a joke. And I hope they just cut that scene from the movie because I'm just like,
It's unnecessary.
it was cutesy, but I'm like, now that you've shown it in the trailer, you've ruined the surprise for the movie. And I'm just like, I don't want to see that in the movie.
Yeah.
Like, you can just cut that part out. Like,
Can we talk about Liam Neeson being...
right?
Like, we ain't seen Liam Neeson in a while.
Right. See, this is my whole thing. I don't even know why Chris Hemsworth and Tessa Thompson are in the movie. I liked them both. They were both really good actors. I really enjoyed her as what was her name in Creed?
D.
It was a D. Okay, yeah. Well, whatever her name was.
The girlfriend.
Yeah. Who eventually they get married and all that shit. But I really liked her in that. I've seen her in a few other things, and I've liked her in that. I liked her in Ragnarok.
Of course.
But shit, I could have just took a Men in Black movie with just Liam Neeson. I know he's older now, but still, I would have totally. He's fighting fake.
I would
CGI
say he didn't look
aliens and shit.
older, and Tommy Lee Jones was old when he did Men in Black.
Yeah, they had to open his crypt up to get his ass in that damn movie.
You know,
especially by Men in Black 3.
Oh God, he
looked
looked rough.
Mm-hmm.
I was kind of sad that Will Smith was not in this though.
No, he's too busy fucking up Aladdin. I mean, I'm sorry.
We'll get there.
We'll
get there.
We'll talk about that later.
Because I got some feels on that.
Ooh, but Tessa Thompson in this, like the way the trailer is kind of like cut together, it almost seems like she's an alien this time, because it's usually like humans and they kind of sort of work with the aliens, but the aliens aren't actually agents per se.
Right.
But they were saying something, she's like, oh, I've been searching for you for like 20 years, and she's like trying to go through some portal thing in a fence or some shit.
I kind of got the feel like she was supposed to be a Will Smith character pass on kind of thing, like she's his kid or something. So I mean, that was kind of the feel that I got from that. when she's like, "Oh, I've been searching you for 20 years." Oh, well, why? You know, people don't know about the Men in Black.
Well, yeah, but at the same time, like I said, because of that shot that they show with her like trying to go through that like portal thing, it's almost like she was somewhere else, like she was trapped somewhere or some
Could
shit.
have been.
But I did find it funny though, because I get where you're coming from, but as far as like how the character comes off, I think Chris Hemsworth is like the new Will Smith, because he's
sure.
like the goofy, you know, like making jokes.
Oh
and
yeah,
shit.
I'm sure.
He's like, oh, Tuesdays are tacos day.
It's 9 a.m.
which right, that's kind of funny, you know. I was like, whatever. Like, I do think Chris Hemsworth is a good comedic actor. Like,
Sure.
he's been surprising me how funny he is, because in the first 2 Thor movies, it's all like serious, like Thor, son of Odin, and all this shit. And now it's like, oh, you know, the hammer pulls me off and shit. And this is like, wait, what? So,
You realize how bad that sounds,
right? But I like the visual style. I like the weaponry, like all the guns and shit look really cool.
Yeah.
Like when they're fighting some shit and he's like, oh, side view mirror, and she opens the thing and there's all these guns, and then he like opens the headlight and there's this giant gun and he takes the hubcap
Yeah,
off
that
for
was
ammo.
definitely cool.
I was like, oh, that's dope. Like, I like how they're putting it all together and shit.
Can we talk about the red button?
Please.
Where he's like, oh, there's a big red button around here somewhere. She's like, I found it. She pushes it, and then the seatbelt thing dings.
Yeah, and they're like looking around the car, and it's like, what is that? I don't know. Like I said, I think that Hemsworth is a good comedic actor, but let's be real, he's no Will Smith.
No.
Like he's funny, but Will Smith would have made that. In the other movies where he did the red button joke, and shit, he made that joke funny because of how his screaming like a bitch reaction, you know what I'm saying? Like that's what made those movies funny, is him kind of being the fish out of water, especially the very first Men in Black, because he had to learn about everything, and so everything was like new to him, and he's like, oh, what is this crazy shit? Alien worm penis things that drink coffee. Like,
and they're still here.
They brought them back.
Here. I like them.
There was a little cameo of Will Smith and Tommy Lee Jones in the trailer, though. Like they showed these like 2 paintings, and like one is from the original Men in Black, where they're fighting a cockroach. It's like Tommy Lee Jones and Will Smith. And
I must have missed that part.
It's really quick, but then there's another painting of like Chris Hemsworth and Liam Neeson fighting some shit. So like
they're like comparing them.
Yeah.
Homaging, I guess.
Yeah, I did. Is it just me, or did it kind of feel like Kingsman-ish a little bit?
It really did.
Yeah, just a little bit. I mean, now that's not really fair against this movie because the original Men in Black came out before Kingsman. So it's like, if anything, Kingsman's copying Men in Black, but now that Men in Black's been gone for a while and Kingsman's kind of still fresh in people's mind, it's hard not to compare the two.
I would say some of our listeners probably don't even know about the original
Men in Black. Yeah,
come out in 97.
Yeah, that's true. I do have hope for this, though, because I do like the Men in Black franchise.
Oh, yeah.
My thing is, I'm just hoping that they can bring something to this that makes it interesting and worthwhile.
I'd like to see them steer kind of away from Men in Black 3.
Yeah.
Like that type of filming.
I'm not going to lie. I kind of wanted to see Josh Brolin come in.
I'd have been all right with that.
Because at this point, he's Thanos now. Like, no matter what he's going to be in, he's going to be Thanos now to everybody. So it's just like, yeah, if we could get Thor and Thanos together again, why not? Shit, you know? But
yeah, I love the first one. The second one is great. The third one, I liked it, but it had too much like, it tried to be too funny or funnier than what it was meant to be, and they had totally gotten away from the seriousness of the first one.
Yeah, because there was a balance in the first couple movies where it was a comedy, but it was still took itself somewhat seriously.
Right, and then
by 3,
even
it was
in
just
the second one, you could still have this presence of being kind of serious, even though they had a little more humor. And then 3 had a lot of humor and not so much.
Especially in 2, because by the end of the first Men in Black, Tommy Lee Jones' character erases his own memory and retires. But then it's like, you know, Will needs to bring him back. So it's kind of like this whole heartfelt thing of like, oh, we were friends and this, that, and the other. And, you know, you don't remember the stuff we did together. And so they kind of had that to kind of give it some weight. By 3, it was just like, oh, we're just goofy Will Smith and young, Tommy Lee Jones. And it's like, I guess.
Yeah, so I kind of hope that this, and watching the trailer, it did kind of feel more 3-esque.
Yeah.
And I really hope that they've got something that they can... Now, I don't want them to go all Warner Brothers on me here.
No.
Like, that's not what I'm saying.
Why did you say that name?
No. No dark and dank. Not asking for that. But I would like a little bit of serious kind of scattered in there to tone it down a bit.
Yeah.
And I think maybe Liam Neeson might bring that.
I low-key think he might be a villain.
That could be it, too.
I think he might... Or okay, I think one of two things are going to happen with Mr. Neeson. He's either going to die early on, they're going to Bryan Cranston this motherfucking Godzilla,
Yep.
or he is going to probably turn out to be the bad guy. Because they have some kind of line where they're like, oh, we've been exposed and the whole world is at risk and yada yada. And I'm like, that's kind of why I felt like it felt a little bit like Kingsman as well, because it kind of had that same thing from Kingsman, the Golden Circle, where it's like, oh, somebody within the agency is on some bullshit. And yeah. But we'll see. I mean...
Let's hope it's not a straight to DVD.
Yeah. I mean, I will say this, though. The thing that brought me down was that fucking song in the trailer. That London Bridge go down. Like, oh my God. Oh, snap. I was like, the moment that I heard that part, I was like, oh, no. No.
I like that song, but when you hear that song, you can't take it seriously.
No, I was just like, oh, God. Of all the things. But remember what I said, though.
Put some Fergie up in there.
But... remember what I said back when, actually, no, you weren't here for that episode. I think me and Amber did this one, but when they were first showing set photos of Chris Hemsworth in the movie, I was like, now, there are rules to this Men in Black franchise.
Right.
If you're in a franchise, the lead actor has to make a hip-hop song about the Men in Black movie, so Chris Hemsworth, you better get your ass a ghostwriter, and you and Tessa Thompson better do a duet or something together, because I want my Men in Black soundtrack to have one of y'all rapping on there, so... figure it out.
I was going to say the last 3 have had Will Smith, so we need something.
Liam Neeson rapping the Men in Black soundtrack. There we go.
Yes.
See? Somebody get on that. Start writing some Drake. Start writing Liam Neeson some lyrics for this shit.
Can you imagine him trying to sing Drake lyrics?
I know, with his thick-ass Scottish accent. Anyway, moving on.
Welcome, humans, to One Giant Leap for Geeks, Ask Us Anything. This is your opportunity to have your questions answered by the all-knowing enlightened ones. Or just some assholes on a podcast. If your putrid flesh sack is compelled to submit your questions, you may do so on Twitter, @GiantLeap4Geeks, or email them to officialoglfg@gmail.com. The first question, sent by Super Movie Brothers at Super Movie Pod on Twitter. Will you make our Gremlins Christmas movie cocktail? And let us know what you think.
So, we made the cocktail.
Yes.
Now, just to real quick, so people know, if you want to try this on your own at home, I'll tell the people what exactly this entailed. And real quick, I just want you guys to know, as Super Movie Brothers, it was really fucking hard to find melon liqueur, because like I had to go to like almost 3 different places to finally hunt this shit down. It had every other flavor of liqueur besides melon. Like there was like mint and watermelon and everything else. I'm like, no, I just need melon liqueur, and I finally did get it, but I couldn't even get like a small bottle. They only had 1 bottle, so it was like really big, and it was like $25 fucking. So now I'll have to find a bunch of drinks that take this, so I didn't waste my money on this big ass thing of melon liqueur. So just to let you know, guys, this was not easy. But if you want to try this, you know, on your own at home this Christmas, kids,
I want to say,
hey, holiday season.
I have a Christmas party. I'm doing
exactly.
We need to. I'm sure my mom would drink it.
There you go. So it contains 2 ounces of melon liqueur, 1/2 1.5 ounces of gold rum, which would be like Bacardi Gold or something like that.
Right.
2 ounces of pineapple juice, half an ounce of lemon juice, and another half ounce of lime juice. And you blend it with ice. So, this will be the first time we've tried it. Go clink. It's not bad. It stings a little bit in the back.
Uh-huh.
But it's not bad. Oh, we are day drinking kids. It's like 1 o'clock.
Yeah, we're not recording our late usual night.
No, we're actually doing this early too.
Super early.
Mm-hmm. Not early in the day. Also early in the day, but early in the week too.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, no, it's pretty good. I don't know if I would drink it all the time, but it's tasty.
No, once in a while.
It's all right. I'm more of a simple person. Like when I drink, it's like
You said it had rum or tequila?
rum, Bacardi Gold.
Oh, that's why. That's the burn.
Mm-hmm. No, when I drink normally, it's like real simple. It's like Hennessy and Coke, or like vodka and cranberry juice. Like
See, I like the mixed drinks. I like mixed drinks.
A screwdriver.
I'm not a fan of a screwdriver. I like the sex on the beach. I like the pina coladas. I like the hurricanes.
A Long Island would be like the most mixy kind of
Long
drink I would
Island.
have. Yeah. Oh, you a hater.
Whatever.
But no, I liked it. It was okay.
Yeah.
I liked it. I'm not in love with it, but I like it.
I think maybe if it was tweaked from something other than Bacardi, because Bacardi does give you kind of a burn.
Yeah.
Um.
And we're just bitches too when it comes to alcohol, so it's whatever.
Hey, speak for yourself.
She's like, hey, fuck you. I can put shit back.
I'm not a fan of Bacardi.
Yeah, I can understand that.
Maybe throw some mint in there. That might be.
Oh, God, then I won't touch that shit. I hate mint. If it ain't like a Newport, I don't like mentholated anything.
Oh, my God. Newport.
Oh,
you
God,
you realize how much that dates us, too.
How does that... Do people not smoke cigarettes anymore? Did I miss something? I know people vape. I vape now.
No. I mean, like, not very... I used to work at a gas station, and Newport menthols were, like, the least sold one that I would ever...
Yeah, but what was your demographic, though? Because, I mean, not the stereotype, but...
Flint.
I was going to say, because I'm like, black folks love Newports. Like, any black person I've ever met that smokes cigarettes, 90% of them smoke Newports.
Menthols, though?
Yeah.
Really?
Fuck yeah.
No. Well, I was in Flint, and...
But still, though, what was your demographic, though? Did a lot of black people shop there?
Yeah.
And they bought, what? Not Newports?
Marlboros.
Oh, God, fuck. Anyway, don't smoke cigarettes, kids. It's terrible for you.
Yes, not good for you.
Don't vape either. If you don't already have a nicotine addiction, don't start one. It's expensive and horrible, and it makes your breath smell like balls and all that shit. Anyway.
Dirty balls.
Oh, my God. All right, Francine, next question.
Sent by Sack 'em Up Sundays podcast at Sack 'em Up Sundays on Twitter. You're able to move one character, not actor, from one TV show to another. Who do you put where? An example would be moving Dennis Reynolds from It's Always Sunny in Philadelphia to the show Friends.
Mel, you go first.
Oh, man.
Not an actor, but a character.
No, the character.
Mm-hmm.
I got you.
Mm-hmm.
I would like to move... I struggled with this when you sent me the show notes, too.
Okay.
I was like, what character... Because I could either go one of two ways with it.
Mm-hmm.
Either you're going to move somebody that is going to fit completely within a new show, or you're going to move somebody who's going to be absolutely absurd for a show, and you're just gonna do it. I think I would more likely lean towards the somebody that's gonna work. I would like to move Captain Gordon from Gotham.
Okay.
And put him on Law and Order SVU.
Nice.
Just because he's kind of got that I have to do the right thing kind of thing, but
Sure.
I'm not afraid to turn around and
fuck shit up.
And I think that would work perfect with Law and Order SVU. Now, for those that don't know, SVU is about special victims, a lot of rapists, child molesters.
The Scarecrow's a serial rapist. It's like, hey, it wouldn't fucking surprise me.
No.
The Riddler, probably. I wouldn't put that past him.
Throw the Riddler on Criminal Minds.
Yeah. No,
Yeah,
the Riddler
actually-
being a serial rapist, I could totally see. He's
Well,
like,
they have
he's like,
serial-
riddle me this. What's in your drink? Like,
They have serial rapists on Criminal Minds. That would be
Yeah.
another one. The Riddler on Criminal Minds would be
is that the one with LL Cool J in it? No, that's
Criminal Minds.
No, he's in NCIS. Like,
Los Angeles.
yeah, Miami, some bullshit.
Los
whatever.
Angeles.
Whatever. Who
With,
gives a fuck?
he's on.
With Robin.
I was gonna say he's in with Robin.
Mhm. Chris O'Donnell still got that same haircut from fucking Batman and Robin.
97.
Mine would be I had a struggle as well with this,
Okay.
but I went the opposite way. I wanted to put somebody in something that was totally opposite than
Something absurd.
Yes.
Yeah.
So I'm also going down the whole like police procedural thing,
Okay.
but mine would be I would take the show. I don't know if you've ever seen it, but it was on HBO. True Detective.
No.
Okay. It was a good show.
Okay.
I would put Freakazoid in True Detective.
Ah, yes.
Put Freakazoid in really pretty much fucking
Anything.
anything. Like at this point, like there's a bunch of shows that Amber watches that I cannot stand, and no, never mind. Change my answer. All right, real answer, because she's been watching this a lot lately. Put Freakazoid and Say Yes to the Dress.
Oh my god. Oh my god.
I would totally watch that shit in a heartbeat, because I swear
Now,
to God.
are we talking animated Freakazoid?
Oh yeah,
or
for
do we-
sure.
Yep.
Like whole full on Dexter Douglas, like sucked into the internet. Yes, that Freakazoid. Yes.
Freakazoid.
Mhm. Oh, I fucking love that show.
I do too.
Their
And I'm
computer ace.
I'm
Yeah.
so glad that you brought that up because I haven't thought about Freakazoid in
I've
20 years.
I've
I'm
said
sure.
it to somebody at work, and they didn't know what I was talking about. I was like, remember, it would come on right in that whole block of Animaniacs and shit.
Right.
And Tiny Toons and all
Yep.
that. And they were
Pinky
like,
in the Brain.
yeah. And I'm like, you didn't know? Remember Freakazoid? That show was awesome.
Dude had like blue hair and
Well, he was blue, and he had like spiky black hair and
it
a red
was
like spandex
black hair.
suit.
That's what
Yeah.
it was. Black hair and blue skin.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
And I think they mentioned that in the theme song, don't they?
Something I know they say something about he turns into the Freakazoid. He's
Mhm.
strong and super quick.
Mhm.
He drives the villains crazy because he's a lunatic. Yeah, I love that. Anyway,
Freakazoid.
I'm gonna have that theme song stuck in my head now. God damn it.
Hey, you know what? I have to go into work this afternoon, so you're making my day.
Freakazoid. All right. Anyway, moving on. Francine, what was the next question?
And finally, this is sent by Besotted Geek at Besotted Geek Pod on Twitter. Congrats. Looking back, what are your favorite moments and or episodes of the show?
Oh, yay.
Now, I'll tell you one of mine from you, actually, was when we first talked about Batman Begins. That one, I really enjoyed that one. I think a lot of people did not, especially that Dark Knight one. I think we ruffled some feathers with that one. But
But we kept him coming back.
Yeah, no, I really enjoyed that one. I thought that was really funny. One of the ones that I enjoy from like my perspective is I really enjoyed when we talked about the it's gross and shit, and I always end up telling the story.
The turd art?
That one too.
Oh.
But no, the girl drinking dog piss. Like that one. You weren't here for that one, but I thoroughly
listened
enjoyed
afterwards. That was disgusting.
I thoroughly enjoyed that one. It was so fucking funny because she was just so like, yeah, and it helps with depression and weight loss and skin, care. And it's like, you're drinking dog piss. What the fuck are you talking about?
Right.
There was no scientific evidence behind this shit. And even if it was, who is being a test subject for this shit? It's like, so, has your acne cleared up? Like, yeah, I just rub it in my face every day. It's great.
Nope.
Well, go ahead. I don't want to keep going. Go ahead.
Okay. My favorite moments on the show for you is when you do voice impressions. Especially the Mickey Mouse.
Yeah.
I love the Mickey Mouse, and I know it drives your girlfriend crazy, but I think it's absolutely hilarious.
I do as well.
And I mean, your Venom voice is pretty amazing as well.
Yeah, I will say I'll
you've
pat
had
myself on the back for that one. Yeah,
had some pretty bad ones. not even gonna make the mentions, but
Most of them are bad.
The Mickey Mouse voice is my favorite.
Mickey Mouse and Venom seem to be the only good ones that I can do.
Hey, it works.
Yeah.
And the favorite one that I had for myself is when we were discussing the glitter tits.
Oh yeah,
back
yeah,
in, like the glitter butts and stuff. Back when we did Dumb Shit of the Week.
Yep.
Finding those was amazing.
Yeah.
And then actually getting to talk about them was even more amazing because I stumbled upon them. I was looking up something else.
Sure.
And I stumbled upon them and I knew that you would appreciate them. And I also got now I'm not this old, but I got flashbacks to Woodstock and shit.
Sure.
People walking around naked and they got glitter all over
them. It's like fucking peace signs painted on their tits and shit. Yeah,
I thought that was an interesting.
Another one of the ones that I really enjoyed was the episode where we talked about our first hater. We got our first 1-star review on iTunes. Well, 1-star rating. They didn't actually leave a review, so we don't know why they didn't like the show. We just know they didn't like it. But that whole speech I made about that, I still think that's hilarious. Yep. I still sometimes go back and listen to it, and it's like, we just want to make your face smile, and it's like, we don't know why you're angry at us. That one, I really enjoyed that.
Yep, that was a good one. I also liked around our 4th of July episode where we talked about the Independence Day speech.
Yes.
And that was...
Today is our Independence Day.
Yes.
Yeah.
I thought that was pretty cool. Also, I did that week from Lakeside, so I was walking around a campground in a bikini while I was talking to you doing our review that day, so that was pretty awesome.
I will say too, all of the content that we did for all the horror month of October.
Oh yeah, that was
I really
fun.
enjoyed that.
I enjoyed doing that.
I enjoyed doing the review of Evil Dead 2 with 2 girls on the bench.
Yes.
I enjoyed the Friday the 13th, or Jason X and Friday the 13th Part 7 that we did with Movie Geek and Proud.
Yep.
I liked the review we did of The Thing with Work-Life Imbalance. So all of that. All of that
our
was
collaborations,
really fun.
those were very cool.
Yeah, anytime we've had guests on the show, I've always had fun with them. I'm like, we haven't had a ton of guests, but the times that we have,
we're getting there.
I've really enjoyed it. It's always fun to have some other opinion, and voice and perspective in here that's not, the three of us, because I've known you guys long enough now, and we've done this long enough now to where I can kind of know what your opinion is going to be on something even before I ask you. But it's always good to have a new person thrown in the mix. Those episodes are always fun as well.
Yeah.
So so stuff like that. Do you have any other ones?
I don't know. I always have a good time every week. I come out here and we do our thing, and then the last text message that you get from me before I pass out at the end of the night is always, I had a great time. Can't wait for next week.
Right. Made it home, not dead.
Made it home, not dead. Didn't get a ticket.
Right. Yeah. The police didn't chase me the whole way back. Yeah.
So, yeah, I think... I know it's going to sound cheesy, but I do. I enjoy our time every week, and I'm kind of bummed out when weeks don't work out for the 2 of us or 3 of us.
Aww.
Because we're all busy.
Yeah. No, but that's sweet. No, I do. I like I said, even if nobody listened to it, or even less people that currently listen to it, I would still like doing it just because I like putting aside this time because unfortunately, kids, when you become an adult and you grow up and you have responsibilities and stuff, it's hard to hang out with your friends.
It really is.
And just kind of bullshit and talk about, movies and goofy shit like that. So I like that we have a designated time put aside to say, like, hey, we're just going to have fun and talk some shit.
Mm-hmm. I also like all of the... I'm a big Wayne's World fan, as most people should know by now. Mm-hmm. And I like the fact that, this is kind of... you set aside that time and you bullshit with your friends and you put it out there, and whether anybody watches or listens or not, you just do it because you want to.
This is our Wayne's World.
This is our Wayne's World.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. That's true.
Hey.
That's true.
And it also fulfills my dream of always wanting to be an internet. Well, when I was younger, it was radio DJ, but
hey,
same difference.
Hey, it's DJ Melly Mel back in effect.
Ones
and twos.
People always ask me when I bring up the podcast, they're like, what's a podcast? Either A, they've never heard of a podcast, or they don't know what our podcast is about. And I always tell them, like, it's like
the best damn podcast you've never heard of.
It's like an internet radio talk show kind of thing. And, you know, I get some strange looks, and I get people are going to be hating, and they're like, oh, all right, whatever. But I don't care. I wear our shirts proud, and I was actually looking for our shirt today because I wanted to wear it, but I think it's in the wash.
Yeah.
You know, I wear our shirt very proudly, and I use our mugs. We haven't used in a long time.
Yeah, that was going to be one of the other things I was going to say that looking back on, one of the things I really enjoyed, like our whole running gag for like the first couple of months of doing the show of our little One Giant Leap for Geeks, you know, handmade coffee mugs by DJ Melly Mill.
Hey.
Like, I got a lot of mileage out of that joke, so.
They're cool. I mean, they're sitting in the closet. The one's got dust on it. I use mine every once in a while, but
still, just look back on it. I made these.
Look how far our show has come.
I know, right?
We've upgraded from handmade crappy mugs from
we
the
got
thrift
shirts
store,
and shit.
And now we got shirts, and I'm sure we could make keychains, and you know, I'm drumming up some ideas for cards.
Ooh, there we go.
So yeah, we're moving on up in the world.
But yeah, no, I think. I mean, there, and I'm sure there's like tons more other things we could talk about that, you know, throughout the course of this year that we've done that we've enjoyed that we could, you know, sit and reminisce about. But
plus, it's always fun, you know, going to the movies with each other.
Oh yeah, and going to see. I mean, you know, and I think I said this when we were talking about the ratio of good to bad movies we've seen. I've seen more movies probably this year than I probably would in prior years. Because,
really?
Yeah, just because, or movies and shows.
Okay.
And talked about them because, you know, it's like I said, it's hard finding time to do this shit. But to be like, hey, I know I have to do this,
right?
Then it's like I prioritize it. Now, yeah. But no, overall, I mean, everything that we've done, good or bad, how it was received, well or not, you know, I have enjoyed on some level or another. So, yeah.
Me too.
I'm getting all emotional. All right, anyway, Francine, close us out.
That was a complete waste of time. The you humans seem to enjoy using your hair jelly for useless endeavors. Alas, if you'd like to send more, you can do so on Twitter at giantleap4geeks, or email them to officialoglfg@gmail.com. Now, fuck off.
Now, we've already seen the teaser trailer, which was a legit teaser because they didn't hardly show us jack shit.
Right.
But
fucking desert.
Yeah, I know. But we have our first look, thanks to Entertainment Weekly, of the Aladdin cast. Full on an Aladdin cast.
Costumes and all.
And I'm going to say this. When I saw this, I immediately turned into Michael from The Office. And my reaction was...
No, God! No, God, please, no! 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 No!
And that's funny because that was my reaction too. Now, Aladdin and Jasmine look great.
Oh yeah.
I was totally cool with that. They look like they nailed the characters great.
Yeah, it looks like they pulled them right from the... Now, I am going to say this, though. I'm kind of bummed that we don't have the shirtless Aladdin with the vest.
Well,
he has the vest, but he's wearing like a shirt underneath. But
maybe
I mean,
in the movie. Maybe
I don't need him to be shirtless or whatever.
No.
It's whatever. But still, I'm like, oh, yeah, whatever. He was like, I got to get this six-pack right before I can be running around. Right. But no.
That Genie.
Yes. Yeah, well, I'll say this real quick. Princess Jasmine, the actress that got to play her, I should have looked her name up before this, but she's very beautiful. I think she looks really,
gorgeous.
Really nice.
Oh, yeah.
And she's a good, pick for Jasmine.
Absolutely.
I've heard some people kind of complain that they should have got somebody that was a little bit darker skinned because Jasmine in the cartoon is a little bit darker complected than the girl, but I'm just like...
Yeah, but you can only pick... you only got so many different colors in a crayon box.
Right. And I was like, I think they did good enough. It's fine. That Genie, though. Now, I have had reservations about this movie from the get-go because I'm not, totally sold on the idea of Guy Ritchie directing this, but the more I see of it, the more worried I'm starting to become. And my whole thing was, I was like, once they show me the Genie, because when we saw the teaser trailer, the first thing I said, when I see the Genie, that'll be kind of the make or break it thing for me as far as my opinion goes. And now that we've seen him, her name is Naomi Scott. Yeah, she's actually very pretty. Mm-hmm. And now that we've seen Will Smith as the Genie, what? No. What happened? Like, okay, now Will Smith, because he caught a lot of shit from the internet for this. Like, immediately, people were like, "What the fuck is this shit?" Will Smith has come out and said that this is not his final form. Right. I'm like, what are you, Frieza? But he said that he will be mostly CG in the movie, and he will be blue.
Okay.
My thing is, and that this was just his, like, human disguise form so he can blend in with the people.
Okay, so, like...
But that's fine.
Like the guy, the peddler in the beginning kind of disguise?
Kind of, sort of, yeah. In which I'm totally fine with that.
Right.
I don't have a problem with that.
I don't like the way they're doing it, though.
Sure, but that being said, if this is our first impression of Will Smith as the Genie, you would think that they would want to give the best, foot forward and show him in his full-on Genie mode. Mm-hmm. So it's like, why would you show us anything but that?
Right.
You could have saved the Will Smith disguise mode for the movie.
Right.
And then we could have saw that as the movie played out.
And I'd have been okay with that.
What I want to see off the bat before you show me, I didn't even need to see Jasmine or Aladdin. I wanted to see the Genie.
Yep.
And they knew that was the biggest thing everybody, because, Will Smith, love him to death, but he has some big-ass shoes to fill from Robert Williams' Genie.
And, I know he's going to do things a little different. I saw there was an article following, actually attached to something related to Entertainment Weekly. Anyways, he says, I'm going to tap into parts of the Genie that we have not seen. Yeah. And I'm going to leave the iconic parts that we have for Robin Williams.
Yeah, like he's like, I'm in a different lane than Robin Williams.
Right. He's not.
And that's fine. I don't want him to try and mimic.
No, I don't want him to either. I want him to be his own, and I want him to also keep the parts of the character that we all know and love. However, I am totally 110% with you. Right now, he just looks like... What was that movie with Shaq? Shazam? Kazam. There you go. Kazam.
Mm-hmm. Yes.
And he got the 90s Alibaba Genie clothes going on. And I'm like, what the... In the freaking mohawk.
Yeah.
In the sideburn things going. I'm like, no.
I'm not feeling it. I'm not. And what's funny too,
they're gonna have to seriously fix this.
Yeah. Oh yeah, man. When that like first official trailer comes out, it just to be nothing but blue Genie all over that shit from end to end because they got a whole lot of goodwill to make up now. Because it's funny because Besotted Geek, he was like, calm down, it's gonna be okay. Like, they got a plan for it. I'm like, no, this is bullshit. No, I'm like, I wanted to see blue Genie. Like, I don't want to see anything else but that. That you were selling the whole movie on this. I'm curious too. They did have a picture of the little monkey Apu. Yeah, he's in there. Is Iago? Is that how you say it? The parasite?
Iago?
Yeah, Iago. Is he going to be in it too? I don't know.
I think he was...
Because I haven't seen anything of him. Well, they did show the bird, but I'm like, I don't know. I don't
know if he's supposed to be or not.
Or if like he's going to play a part in it like he did.
Hakeem Sultan...
I guess her Jasmine's tiger is going to be in it as well.
Raja?
Yeah, we haven't seen anything from the tiger though, but he's probably going to be in it too.
I have not seen anything about Iago.
Let's see.
I know that there is a unnamed person in the cast, and it just says a voice. So maybe he's supposed to be Iago. It doesn't say a role.
Hey, maybe they bring Gilbert Gottfried back.
There you go. There you go. Yeah, I don't know.
Mhm.
Like I said, there's one unnamed. Well, he's not unnamed, but he's untitled.
Sure, yeah.
It just says his name and then a voice.
Okay.
So
we don't know who he's playing. At
that
this point.
could be.
Yeah.
I would hope. But no, I haven't seen anything about Iago. I'm really hoping that there is an Iago, because you can't have Jafar without an Iago. They just kind of go hand in hand together. But
I
don't know. I do see in the cast, like I'm just kind of scrolling through the cast, they have some names of characters that you're like, I don't know who that is. So maybe that's supposed to fill different roles.
Yeah, there's other characters that they're giving more screen time to, and like some new characters that they're kind of bringing into it as well. Which I again, fine with all that.
Right.
My issue is just with the fucking genie. It's just like, why would you not show me the blue genie? You know that's what everybody wants to see. Don't cock tease me with the genie.
Right.
Give me the fucking genie. But I'm sure Will Smith is a good actor. He is funny. I am a little bit worried because he said something about like, oh, excited to bring a little hip hop flavor to this setting. And I'm like, man, please don't have the genie rapping and shit, like that. I don't need that. Like,
I do not want the genie robots from Transformers.
No, the hip hop bots. No.
Yeah, no, I don't want that.
Oh, the magic carpet. I haven't heard anything about that. I wonder if that's going to be in it.
I think it is. I think it's in the trailer.
Is it?
Briefly.
Okay.
Like as they're zooming into the city. I think you kind of see it hanging.
Okay, but it's not like flying.
Right.
Okay.
No, I haven't.
No one's on it.
I haven't seen anything like that yet, but I do think that I remember seeing it hanging off in the distance.
Because that would be they'd be remiss not to have that.
Oh
movie.
God.
Because I mean, if you're gonna fuck the genie up, you gotta at least have fucking magic carpet in there. But yeah, I mean, the internet's all pissy about it, and I'm just at the point where I'm just like, who is your fucking agent, Will?
Right.
Because between Bright and Suicide Squad and now this shit, I'm like, and you are too good to go back to Men in Black? Like, you could have swapped out Liam Neeson for Will Smith, brought him back, and you could have been doing at least a franchise that people mostly like and know you from and want to see you in again, as opposed to going and doing this shit. I mean, if this is how it's going to turn out, I'm like, man, you are just like slowly killing your career. Between the bullshit that he did in that YouTube Rewind video, yeah, that's hot. I'm like, oh my God. No one says that anymore, Will.
Talk about being dated.
Oh, Jesus. Anyway, I mean, we'll see what happens. Once we get a full official trailer, hopefully we get some Blue Genie in there, but
I hope that we get a little more than what we've got.
You ain't never had a genie like you goddamn right. We ain't, because this is not what I was expecting at all. Anyway, we'll see. But anyway, moving on.
But you have brought the cold and the roses never bloom.
Someone had an interview with Keanu Reeves recently and was talking to him about, like, hey, if he could play a superhero, I think they said, like, if you had a choice between, like, Batman, or would you ever want to play Batman? And he said no. Which I agree with. I don't really see Keanu as a Bruce Wayne.
No, not particularly.
No, but not to say he couldn't do it. I would have to see him do it.
He would be another one that would be iffy, and I'd be disappointed again.
Yeah, because it's like, I like him.
Because I love Keanu Reeves.
Yeah.
Just like I love Ben Affleck.
Sure.
Absolutely love Ben Affleck.
Yeah.
But now he's played Batman, and now I'm like, no.
Yeah. Meh. Yeah.
Yeah.
And I mean, some people will argue against that, but I mean, I think he's okay.
Yeah, and like I said, I love Keanu Reeves.
Yeah, but I don't see him as Batman.
Every time I see an actor that I absolutely love 90% of their movies, and I see him in something, and I'm like, why? No, this is not you.
Yeah.
This doesn't work.
No. You don't quite fit the part.
Right. And that's the cool thing. Keanu Reeves doesn't ever take a script that he's always read through his scripts beforehand, and he will either tell you, yes, I want this, or if he's not feeling the script, he doesn't take the movie. I saw that in an article not too long ago.
Okay.
But he doesn't ever take a script where he doesn't feel some kind of drawn, like if he's drawn to. So him passing on Batman, I can see where he's like, yeah, that's
not good on that Batman shit, especially with the state that DCEU is in now. I was like, hell no, I ain't doing that shit. He's like, y'all gotta get y'all shit together. But that being said, he did say he would be interested in playing Wolverine. So
I'd kind of be okay with that.
So
I think
yes, do it. That is all. Moving on.
Right.
No, kidding.
Well,
no.
I think he would fit Wolverine more.
He has the same issue that Hugh Jackman had, that he's too tall, because Wolverine is short in the comics, and Keanu's pretty tall. Stocky. Yeah, but I don't. People got over the height thing with Hugh Jackman.
Yeah.
I mean, for the most part, Hugh Jackman is Wolverine to most people.
Always.
So, because, well, one, because he was good at it, and two, we haven't had any other fucking Wolverine, so who do you have to compare it to?
And 3, it's been like 12 years.
Right, he's been doing it for so fucking long.
18.
So.
No.
Yeah, I was going to say.
X-Men 1 came out. A decade. It came out.
Or almost 2 decades at this point, yeah.
Yeah, X-Men 1 came out in 2000.
Mm-hmm.
Oh my god.
I know, right? So old.
Oh my god.
I know. But no, I would totally want to see Keanu as Wolverine. My only issue that I can think of that I could foresee with Keanu is Keanu's not a spring chicken anymore. Now, we made that joke before about, Keanu's like a vampire and shit, and he like don't age or whatever.
The immortal Keanu.
Right, but look, the man...
He's starting to get a little bit of gray.
Yeah, he's getting up there. He ain't finna get jacked like Hugh Jackman was getting jacked. I think that's like 90% of the reason that Hugh Jackman doesn't want to be Wolverine anymore. Because he's like, I can't
jacked.
keep doing this to my body, man. Like, I'm, in my 50s now. Like, I can't be, or late 40s, early 50s.
I think him and Keanu are the same.
Close to, if not.
Maybe 5-10 year gap at most.
Yeah. I don't even think 10. It's probably closer to like 5. But
probably.
Still,
either way.
Getting in that kind of shape like that is not easy to do, and it really is hard to maintain. And I don't blame Keanu if he wouldn't want to get jacked like that to play Wolverine.
He doesn't really get jacked for any.
No, I mean he's always been lean. Even in the Matrix movies, like he got toned and all that shit, but he's never been like jacked and shit. You know what I'm saying?
Wolverine should be.
No, hell no. And I couldn't foresee him doing that. That would be my only issue with that. That being said, if he did do it, he'd have to some big ass Hugh Jackman shaped whole shoes to fill, because Hugh Jackman got fucking crazy big to play Wolverine. Now in the first X-Men movie, not so much, but as the movies progressed, he got like bigger over time.
My God, did you see him in Logan?
Yeah.
Of course you saw him in Logan.
Yeah. Well, even in X-Men Days of Future Past, like when he goes back to the past and he's like naked and shit, he is fucking swole as shit. And I'm like, God damn.
So Hugh is 50 and Keanu is 53.
Oh, see, he's even older than Hugh. Yeah, so yeah, that shit did no. He said hell no. But I mean, I think he just likes that character and that he'd want to portray him.
Well, sure. I mean, and 54. I'm sorry.
Oh, still. But there's a guy who does a lot of like photoshops and stuff. Boss Logic on Instagram.
Yep.
And he did one of Keanu Reeves as Wolverine, and it looked really fucking cool. Like he had the cigar in his mouth and mutton chops and shit in the claws, and I was like, oh, that'd be fucking dope.
I think I saw that picture.
Yeah, it was really awesome. But some other candidates that I've seen thrown around for Wolverine, and this one had been talked about for a while, even back when like Logan was coming out and Hugh was saying this was going to be his last time as Wolverine. Tom Hardy.
Okay.
I could totally see him being Wolverine because he's got the size and the height and that kind of gruff attitude. I could totally see Tom Hardy. Of everybody I've seen considered, Tom Hardy would probably be my number one pick to play Wolverine. Much more so than Eddie Brock, but still.
I mean, I think it could work if Keanu really wanted to be Wolverine.
Yeah.
I don't know.
But so some of the other candidates, besides Tom Hardy.
Yeah, I'd like Tom Hardy too.
Taron Egerton.
Okay.
The kid from Kingsman and Robin Hood and shit like that. I'm like, I could see it. Like, if you wanted to like reboot it and go younger,
sure,
I could see it. And this one, it was kind of a controversial pick, but I could see it, especially again for the height and size. Zac Efron. Like, if anyone's seen him in Baywatch, like, he is swole as shit now.
In Baywatch.
And if you give him some claws and
cut that damn. He actually has a one of the serial killers.
Oh, he's playing God, yeah, he's gonna be in a movie about that dude. God, he was
not Manson, Bundy.
Yeah, Ted Bundy.
He's gonna actually be Bundy. So I mean, I could see that because they've cut off his crazy curly Zac Efron hair that he had when we first got introduced to him.
He ain't got that High School Musical bowl cut
no
no more.
I think that Zac Efron could make it.
I could see that too. I mean, people were hating on him just because, you know, people don't like Zac Efron and shit. They're like, oh, pretty boy. And I'm like, man, whatever. Leave that man alone. I'm like, High School Musical was years ago now. Like, leave that alone. Everybody's got to start somewhere. So it's like, come on. He was on the fucking Disney Channel. Leave him alone.
Right. I mean, Ben Affleck started on the Disney Channel.
Right. Everybody started on the goddamn Disney Channel pretty much.
Or no, I think Ben Affleck started on PBS.
No, still.
He was on some show about being on a boat.
I'm on a boat. He was like, boats and hoes. No.
Him and his little boat shoes and his little ascot tied around his neck and his little shorty white shorts. Oh, yeah. Everybody had to start somewhere. So, I don't know.
No, I'm not hating on it. But, I mean, I can't think of really anybody else who could possibly, I could picture right now in my head to play Wolverine, but that being said, all those other candidates aside and everything else, if Keanu wants to do it, and if, you know, Kevin Feige, if you're listening, if you are willing to not necessarily need to always have a shirtless, you know, really super jacked Wolverine, please get Keanu Reeves to do it. I'd be
down for that.
I'd be all over that shit.
Yeah, I'd be down.
Like, I can feel my erection starting, like, as we're talking about it. So it's like, please, yes, please do this.
Gerard Butler would play another.
Oh yeah, he would be good. He would be good
short.
too. Yeah, he would be good too.
He can get jacked.
Especially give him that 300 workout he had to do. Yeah, hell yeah, shit, I could totally see that. Yep.
Gerard Butler would be good.
Damn, that is a good one. Shit. Now I'm kind of questioning Keanu. Fuck. Anyway, but
Josh Duhamel would be another one.
Yeah, he could.
Because
I don't personally like him as an actor.
He's kind of getting older though too.
Yeah, but still, I mean, but hell, if we're gonna throw out Gerard Butler and Keanu Reeves, we can't discount him. You know,
that's true. That's true.
You know who really, like, body wise would be perfect to do it, but I don't like them as an actor. Not that I don't think they're a good actor, I just don't care for them, and I think they're oversaturated at this point.
Mm-hmm.
Mark Wahlberg.
You know, I was kind of thinking about that.
He has the perfect body type. He would be a perfect Wolverine.
I like Mark. God, I can't talk today.
Yeah, that Gremlins cocktail kicking in.
I like Mark Wahlberg, but I just don't see him in a superhero movie.
Yeah.
I don't see him as Wolverine. I can't.
No, you know what you do? You get him to play Wolverine, but you give him that same cadence in his voice that he had when he was in The Happening.
Okay.
He's like, no, Professor X, we would never do that.
Right.
No. But if you guys out there in internet land, if you have an idea for who do you think would be a good Wolverine, or if you support the whole Keanu Reeves being Wolverine thing, shoot us a message on Twitter or Facebook. I would love to know how you guys out there are feeling about it. Like, is it just us? Like, are we just riding Keanu's dick too hard, or do you think that would be a good idea? I want to say
that's me always.
Yeah, I'm always gonna be riding Keanu's dick.
Yeah.
So. Anyway, all right, moving on. Long journey. We have come a long way from December of 2017, but we are finally here to our 1 year anniversary / 50th episode / Christmas extravaganza / end of year, whatever. All that being said,
that's right. We're not gonna hear. Our listeners aren't gonna hear us until next year.
Nope. No, it's only a fucking week, but still, it'll be next year. That being said, we do have some exciting things that we have planned for 2019. I'm not going to go delve super far into it right now, but there are some things that I've been putting on the back burner for a while because I've still been trying to, kind of still,
play with the format.
Yeah, yes, we've been doing this for a year, but as opposed to other people who've been in talk radio or podcasting or any kind of content creators, we are still a very young show.
Oh, sure.
And I mean, other shows who listen to us have been around for almost twice as long as we have. So we are still relatively young. So we've still been kind of, getting our foothold and figuring out what we want to be and how we want to be.
Right.
But I will kind of sort of talk about some of the things that I do want to start doing in 2019 and that I have planned and that I'm going to start moving forward on.
Okay. You're not cutting me, right?
No cuts. No. If anything,
right.
We're expanding.
Okay, expansion is good.
Yeah. You too can be on One Giant Leap for Geeks. No. And you get a card. No. We are going to start doing some things like we're going to start doing more interviews.
Awesome.
I have a couple on the back burner right now that I've been waiting for the holidays to get over with and all that stuff. As we were doing when they first contacted me, we were in the middle of all the horror and all that, and we were doing like double duty episodes. And I'm like, look, I got way too much on my plate as it is.
This is not a good time right now.
No. I'm like, wait until after all this shit is over, and then I got you. But we're gonna start doing more interviews next year.
Okay, I like interviews.
We're gonna be having this is gonna be us just patting ourselves on the back and jacking off for the rest of this. So if you want to just skip to the end, I totally understand. but we're gonna try to. I cannot guarantee.
Okay.
But I really want to try to go to a couple events next year.
Oh,
like some conventions or some
That'd
things like
be
that.
neat.
I know we've talked about it and we keep wanting to do it, but we have never pulled the trigger on it. But next year is going to be the year.
Okay.
Other than that, we're going to be kind of introducing a few new segments. We're going to have some challenges that I've been kind of playing with some ideas. So we're going to start doing some stuff like that. Try to get some.
I do spirit fingers like they can see.
Yeah, I know. I'm like, no one can see your spirit fingers.
Yeah, I know.
Just like your eyebrow thing you did last
time.
Like, no one sees this. Anyway.
It's more for your comedic relief anyway.
Yeah. She's like, it's just for you to laugh at.
Pretty much.
Sorry, guys. Some new segments, some challenges, because I'm trying to get a little bit, audience participation. I would love to have you guys play along with us. And we've kind of dropped hints of it throughout this episode about the shirts, but some merch is coming down the road.
Yes, it is.
And a few more things that I'm not going to address just yet because it's still in its incubation phase, so it's still too early for me to talk about, but some things are coming. That being said, I really, truly want to say from the bottom of my heart, thank you to like every last one of you who've stuck around with us from this whole year, who've supported us throughout this journey, whether you had constructive criticism, shit talking, anything else. I appreciate anybody who listens to us and takes the time out of their, busy lives to sit down and listen to us. As Francine would say, talk about superheroes and make dick jokes. I never thought that I'd have the chance to do something like this, and the positive and sometimes negative feedback that I've gotten has only made me want to keep going.
Mm-hmm.
I hope that we can continue to evolve the show and grow and, keep being entertaining to you fine folks out there. Like, I don't want... I know sometimes we get argumentative. Sometimes we get controversial. Sometimes we get even political. I try not to, but
kind of dark a little bit.
Way. Yeah, but I appreciate that on some level or another we are being entertaining to you in some aspect. That being said, if there is anything that you folks out there want to hear from us in the future, be sure to let us know. I'm open to trying new things, and I think it's fun. It's a fun challenge for us, and I want to make sure that everyone enjoys what we are doing.
Right.
Whether if it's something experimental or something that we continue to do from now on, I always want to make sure that you guys are having fun with the show and enjoying what we do. So I just want to say thank you again for your support, and I look, forward to the next, 50 episodes that we do in the future.
As do I. I really applaud our listeners. we're not always the most tech savvy, and so some of our episodes do come out sounding like Black Panther.
Yeah.
But I mean, we work hard, and you work very hard. I kind of just float along here. But hopefully that can change up, and maybe we can adjust some things and take some weight off of you a little bit.
That'd be wonderful.
see what we can do, and throw Ben in on this. He could not be with us this week, but
yeah,
that's okay. I look forward to seeing what 2019 brings.
Oh yeah,
I have a good feeling that 2019 is going to be very good for a lot of things. It's got to be better than 2018. But although 18 was better than 17, I will definitely say that. So I'm hoping that 19 is going to be good.
It's like a fine wine.
Yeah, it
gets
just
better with
age.
age.
It
Yeah,
gets better with age. You
Mhm.
got it. And we will never run out of feeling old jokes or dick jokes or superheroes to talk about. So
Hopefully
good.
not. Jesus Christ.
Yeah.
As long as the MCU keeps going, please. Please, y'all are my lifeblood, please.
Yeah, because Warner Brothers is like
Jesus
drowning.
Christ. Well, I mean, we're going to be seeing Aquaman hopefully sometime soon here.
Next
So,
week or so.
yeah, so, we'll see what's going on over there.
Actually, feedback from our listener in Texas, Doc, he has seen Aquaman.
Yeah.
And he ranked it higher than Wonder Woman.
Oh, okay.
I told him, I was like, please no spoilers. I haven't seen it yet.
Yeah.
But shout out to Doc. I'm sure he's going to be listening this
Do we
week.
know if he got his shirt?
I don't.
Okay.
I haven't.
Because I know it got shipped, but I haven't heard nothing back from him. If
I
he got
haven't
it yet.
either.
Okay,
I'll check this week and find out by
good,
next show. But yeah, he said that Aquaman was better than Wonder Woman. And he gave me his, list of how he had him ranked. And I was like, that really doesn't help because I don't have him ranked the same way.
Sure.
He did put it above Wonder Woman, and Wonder Woman was towards his top. So I'm like, okay, I think Wonder Woman was number 2.
Okay, what was number 1?
Before Aquaman, it was Man of Steel, and then Wonder Woman. And,
I can understand that.
And then like
I don't necessarily think that Man of Steel is number 1 for me. That's probably number 2. BVS is definitely not in the top 2 or 3. Well, I don't know. Either way, the whole point is there's some things that we.
But anyways, my point was he ranked Aquaman quite high on the list.
Yeah. And
after he saw it, it fell below his top.
Sure.
So Aquaman took number 1, and then everything else moved down a slot.
Okay.
So I have some high hopes for this.
Yeah, and just even because, like I said, there's going to be some new segments next year. There's going to be some things that we're going to do different, and we're going to, it's going to be an ever evolving, ever changing thing. I don't want to become stagnant. I don't want to become too familiar, but at the same time, it's like I don't want to get rid of things that you guys enjoy and that we enjoy doing as well. So, but no, we have some special things planned for you guys coming up here in the future. So, stick with us. Thank you for sticking with us this long.
Absolutely.
I do very much appreciate it. And yeah, I'm excited, and I just can't wait for some of the things that I have planned for you guys, and I really hope that you guys like it. And trust me, they'll let us know if they don't.
Oh, yep.
That shit was whack as fuck.
Next.
Right.
Moving on.
Cut all that bullshit out. Shit. Bring back dumb shit of the week. What the fuck?
Hey, and we might. I mean,
yeah, no, because I do like the questions and stuff, but I rather enjoy the dumb shit of the week. If for nothing else, just so I can do my announcer voice and nothing else. But yeah, moving on.
Okay.
Here comes Santa Claus, right down Santa Claus Lane. He's got a bag that's filled with toys for boys and girls again. Hear those sleigh bells jingle, jangle, oh, what a beautiful sight. So jump in bed and cover your
So
head
for the
fast
very,
and
very,
fast
very
and
last thing,
light.
before we go and leave you guys, because it is Christmas time.
Yes.
And I did say that this was our Christmas episode.
Yes.
I wanted to do some gift openings before, yeah, I know, before we left you guys. So
That's kind of funny. because I didn't know you were going to do gift openings.
Yeah.
But I did bring you something.
Did you really?
I sure did.
Oh, wow. Shit. Okay. All right. Okay. I want you to open yours first.
Okay.
I want you to open yours first.
Okay. I'm going to try to hold this away from the mic.
No, totally. Just put it all in there. No.
Well, I don't want to.
They're going to hear the wrapping paper no matter what.
Yeah, but I don't want them to get like an entire earful of static.
Yeah.
You know, we do have people that listen to us on earbuds, and I don't want them to be like,
that's true.
oh, damn.
Yeah.
All
Maybe they're one of those ASMR people and they like the sound of that kind of shit.
Maybe. We will see.
All right.
Oh, it's heavy.
Mm-hmm. It's a giant dildo.
Coming from you, that would not surprise me at all. Yeah. Anyway. Ooh, fancy.
Mm-hmm. I need that bag back, though. No, I'm kidding.
Oh, okay.
No.
It's a cute little silverish bag.
It's like goldish pewter or something like that.
It's two-tone.
And it's like snowflakes and stuff on the
it's
front.
Snowflakes on it.
Okay, all right.
Cute little key ring.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, wait, there's more.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
All right.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, they're heavy.
Mm-hmm. Dildo number 1.
Okay, we've got snowflakes and cashmere lotion.
Mm-hmm. Smell it. I want to make sure.
Let's see if I can smell this here.
Mm-hmm.
Oh my god.
Okay, good.
Yes.
I was so nervous because I was like, oh, I hate getting girls, like fragrancy ships. I'm like, is she gonna like this smell? I don't know.
You know what kind of smells I like.
Do
though.
I though?
I would think so. Jesus.
Yes.
I talk about shit all the time.
No, I won't be listening.
Typical. Snowflakes and cashmere body shower gel. Nice. Mm-hmm. I actually needed some more, so
sweet.
Kudos to that. And I bet this is the fragrance that goes with it. Mm-hmm. Oh, look at there.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, yay.
No, that's
body spray.
Mm-hmm, yep.
So I have the whole collection.
Mm-hmm. You got a nice little snowflakey bag to go with it. Yeah,
snowflake bag. That's adorable.
Which it could double as a purse if you wanted to. I don't care.
No, it ain't got a strap.
She's like, hell no, I ain't carrying this shit around like that.
But I do.
Oh shit.
Tyler and I do a lot of traveling for his tennis and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
So this would actually be perfect because
I'm
always forgetting the essentials.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Toothbrush and deodorant,
shampoo, and all
shampoo.
that. Yeah.
And this would be.
She's like, I'm really stinky on the road.
No, we find a Walmart, and I just end up buying the travel size or full size, depending on how long we're going to be on vacation.
Mm-hmm.
But I always just end up buying it everywhere I go,
right?
Because I've forgotten it, and they are essentials. So this would be perfect. I can make sure that I've got everything and just throw it in our suitcase bag.
Sweet.
And then. Yeah, I love it. Thank you.
Oh, good.
And you know it's strong because I can't smell a damn thing. And I smell all three of them.
So right now it smells good, but when your sinuses clear up, you might be like, oh shit, goddamn, this is rough.
Be like, don't use all three together on the same day.
No, please don't. Okay. All right.
Here you go. You're next.
Okay. All right. So it's big.
Yes.
And it's rectangle.
Uh-huh.
So here, let's see what we got. Ooh, okay. So I got this. I don't know the size exactly. It's a pretty nice size frame though.
I would say 12 by 24.
Okay.
Roughly.
So I have this sweet ass 3D Ultimate Spider-Man poster because Spider-Man is my favorite superhero. So if anybody out there in podcasting land wants to get Mike C Squared a Christmas present and or birthday present or just give me some shit in general, Spider-Man anything, I'll appreciate it.
Batman anything.
Right, there you go. No, it's so from what it looks like, he's like jumping through like a comic book page and there's all these panels and shit and he's like ripping through and you can see his web and it's 3D and it's one of those like 3D ones where like when you tilt it, it like moves and shit.
Or if you walk by it funny. And
it's like the eyes are following you. It is really fucking
creepy.
Sweet though. No, I really like this. Thank you.
You're welcome.
Thank you, Mel.
I kind of figured that when I saw it, it screamed you, so I had to.
Of course it does. It's like it instead of Spider-Man, it should just say Michael wants this.
It pretty much did. It spoke to me.
Yeah.
It said, "Yep." And I wasn't even looking. You know, you and I we hadn't talked about doing gifts, and T-Money and I were just out shopping, just killing some time, and I was like, oh, dun, 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 dun.
It's like Michael would love this. Like,
Yes, he would, and so...
I'm very low maintenance kid, so you give me something Spider-Man, I'm happy. I'm like, it don't need to be nothing spectacular unless it's spectacular Spider-Man. Just putting that out there.
Right.
But okay, all right. Enough of us jerking each other off. Thank you for the Christmas present. I really appreciate it. Breathe.
I'm good.
And thank you guys for sitting here and listening to us. This was our last episode, for the year.
Of the year, unfortunately.
Yeah.
But
So,
I say unfortunately, the year.
I know, I'm like, we're not gonna be gone.
Yeah, we're
but
not leaving
another
you.
7
We'll
days.
be
so,
back next week.
Yeah, don't worry about it. Next Wednesday, you'll hear us jabbing about some shit then.
Yeah.
We talk about that new international Dark Phoenix trailer, which showed nothing different at all.
No.
Yeah, I know. Spoiler alert, we weren't impressed.
Like, can we throw in that clip again from The Office?
Right.
No!
But anywho, that is it for the show, kids. Remember, you can always find us at our home at onegiantleapforgeeks.libsyn.com, or we are on iTunes, Spotify, Google Play Music, iHeartRadio, pretty much anywhere else you get your podcast. Make sure to show us some love, so go ahead and like, subscribe, rate, follow, review, and all that shit.
Be sure if you're using an Alexa device, you announce very carefully, because Alexa doesn't always hear us correctly. But
She's like, for who? Geeks, bitch.
if you have any comments, questions, concerns, criticisms, you just want to say hi, you want to, I don't know, send us a Merry Christmas or whatever, you can email us at officiallofg@gmail.com. You can also find us on Twitter at GiantLeap4Geeks. You can find myself at Froggy Beaver on Twitter. Benoit is at BENWAH Gaming. And then, of course, MC Squared. You can find him.
I'm just on
Yeah, you don't count.
Yeah.
Anyways, you can find us on Facebook, Reddit, Instagram, Pinterest. I don't know. Snapchat.
Sure.
All you have to do is search for One Giant Leap for Geeks. Okay, you guys have a great day. Thanks. Bye.